Hi, curious friends. As you can see, I have here the new record series and the Slim Weekly Planner from the Take a Note Planner brand. So, in this video, obviously, I will be reviewing these planners or share my first impressions to help you to decide whether to get one or not. So, to share why I decided to buy this planner is because I had the dilemma this year for not being able to bring both of my A5 journal because it was too heavy on the bag and too bulky, because I had an A5 Kinbor for my work and personal to-do list, and my Take a Note planner in A5 also for my sort of a reflection journal or a diary type journal. So because I had to leave my Take a Note planner at home, sometimes if there are ideas that I wanted to write, I'd have to wait to write it when I got home. So for me it was too restricting for me not to be able to write immediately the ideas that I could think of. That's why I thought that the next time that I would buy a planner, it would have to include, or I should be able to bring it on a daily basis. That's why I decided to buy this planner, because of course they are much more lighter and lightweight, and of course very easy to bring. And I also had the idea when I started using the A6 Hobonichi A6 weekly supplement, which I use for my work to-do list, because I decided to separate my personal to-do list and work stuff. That's why I purchased these three. So without further ado, I will be reviewing three. I will be starting off with the cover. The cover is called A British Century-Old Paper Mill for these two, the record series, whereas in the Slim Weekly it does not tell that it has the same kind of cover. I could see, or I could feel the difference that this cover is much more harder and I think much more sturdy than this one. The brand logo in the record series is also sort of pressed. As you can see, can you see it? It is pressed compared to this Slim Weekly, which I think is only printed on the paper. So my impression, I think that it looks sleek and elegant. However, I think it would really need a protection, because I don't think that this is waterproof compared to the Hobonichi A6 weekly supplement, because I could feel that there is a plastic film covering the actual paper, whereas in this I think that this is only paper. That's why I did purchase a plastic cover for this planner. So moving on, we will go to the binding. The binding is called a thread sewn binding, wherein it's sewn in the middle. The three of the planner, this planner has this kind of binding. It's very different with the Hobonichi, which has a Smith sewn binding, which I saw in the description. To compare it with this planner, I think that the Hobonichi has a better binding that lays flat, whereas this one, it doesn't really, although it is the intention of the binding, it's not really that flat, or maybe only the half part, but not so flat, but it is quite flexible. And I also noticed that the thread used is not white, so it's not invisible. It's the same color as the cover. So as for this Lite Undated monthly calendar, since it has a red or maroon cover, it also has a maroon colored thread. As for the hybrid Lite Undated hybrid daily planner, since it has an olive green, I think it also has an olive green thread. For the weekly, slim weekly, since it is a sort of black or gray cover, so as the color of the thread. Now I will be comparing the paper. The paper, when I first touched or felt the paper, I noticed a difference, really huge difference. The record series has a crispier kind of paper and thicker. That's why I checked with their description, and found that the record series has a 68 GSM paper, whereas the slim weekly planner has only 52 GSM. Same with the Hobonichi weekly supplement. This the record series has the same thickness or GSM with the A5. Upon checking, it has both 68 GSM, but I don't know why, but this feels thicker for me, although they have the same GSM. So that's with the thickness. Now let's go with the design of each. I'll go first with the Undated monthly planner, the record series Undated monthly planner. So this is just a regular calendar. Yes, I want to focus on it so that you really can see. I hope you can see. Try to adjust the light also. So this planner has a, I think, 12 calendar, and the half of it is allotted for notes. This is the first page, which has the brand logo and the series type. I did use it already so that I could do a first impression. So what I noticed or what I appreciate about this planner is that I like the font used. As you can see, it's very simple. And then I did notice that on the weekends it had a different color of grid lines. It's much more on a warmer side, whereas the regular days and the grid lines outside of the calendar are in gray. So I think this one is a good idea because it sort of indicates the weekends from the weekdays, and it is a Monday start, just so you know. I'm actually partnering this journal with my Hobonichi weekly supplement. That's why I purchased it, because this will be my sort of weekly spread. And then because this Hobonichi weekly planner does not have any additional pages for me to make a calendar, I decided to partner this with this calendar for my work, both my work planner. So I hope you're able to get some ideas. So for the half of this, I'm actually using it as a Gantt chart for monthly Gantt chart. So these are my tasks and these are the days of the month and how many days I'm able to finish a certain task, me and my staff. So probably that would be what I'm gonna be using for this extra pages, and maybe additional note paper for anything special or anything that I could not place in this calendar. So moving on, we will go with the hybrid, the record series Lite Undated Hybrid Daily Planner. So in the description, it says that it has 60 pages. So the same with the monthly Undated monthly calendar planner. It has also the brand logo and the type of series. It has 2 calendars, just 2, yes, it's only 2. Same with the Undated monthly. And the next would be this kind. I hope you can see that. The design is sort of the same with the A6 and A5, wherein the weeks are in the first half of the left page, and then the first three days are in the first and second page, and the remaining days of the weeks are on the next page. So the kind of grid lines they used in this planner is called a smart grid, wherein the 4mm is divided by 2. So it's your choice to either write a 2mm, use the 2mm or 4mm. Sorry, I forgot to mention that it has also the same kind of grid line with the Undated monthly. Also has a smart grid, and then there is a space where you could put the calendar or monthly calendar. since this is undated. And I sort of noticed a box, near the days of the week. It is sort of filled with there is a square which is filled with a light gray color, so to indicate maybe that this is the space where you can put the day, the number. And then for the weekends, I also noticed the same color consistent with the calendar, which is a sort of warm brown or warm, I don't think that it's red, but sort of a warm brown color, which is different from the signature gray grid line, sort of also indicating again that this is the weekend, consistent with their A6 and A5 design. Now, personally, I really thought that I would probably love this planner, but based on my first trial, sort of like that, I realized that I find it difficult to use a 4mm grid as much as the 5mm, so that's why I had a bit of a struggle using this. I wasn't decided whether to use it as a 4mm, to use the 4mm line or the 2mm line like this to achieve an aesthetic page. I'm still not decided actually. So just in case I would not like this planner, I do have an alternative plan, and I might be sharing it once I've decided which way to go. So this planner has 60 pages, as I said, so this would be worth 3 months, yes, 13 weeks. So if you want to use it for 1 year, you will probably need to purchase 4 of these. And that would be my review of the hybrid planner. I actually thought that this would be my favorite out of the 3, but I was wrong because of the size of grid lines. I realized, having used these planners, how much I love having the 3mm the 3mm planner. And we'll go with my favorite of the 3. This is the Slim Weekly, and I will be using it as my personal planner, both chores and daily logs or reflection journal. So as the same with the 2 planners, it has a brand logo and the type of planner in the bottom, and then it has I've already used it. I wasn't able to stop myself from using it. It is actually a Gantt chart, so this is what it looks like. It has, I hope you can see that, days of the month on the sides, both sides, here and here. And then it is divided by 3 in one page. So it has 4 pages of these types. So instead of using it as a Gantt chart, I use the first 2 pages as a yearly overview. The highlights and wish list are in here, and this will be my budget sort of page, which is also in 6 months. And then the first or the next page is already the weekly, so I won't be showing my design. Maybe it's for in next episode. So this is the weekly planner design. It is very simple and very faint, just like the A6 and A5. I love the color of the grid. It's so simple, that's why I really like it a lot. The time starts at 5 a.m. until 12 midnight, and then there is ample of space here at the bottom which you can use, and also on the side. The design of this planner, which is very simple, makes it very flexible to any type of design. I think any color can be used or won't be in conflict with the color of the grid lines. And then the grid lines, the size of it is 3.5 mm, almost the same with this one is the A6 and A5. You really can't tell the difference. I'm not sure if the A6 or I mean A5 is 3.7 mm and this one is 3.5, but I really don't see a huge difference in terms of size. But for the color, it's the same, and I think the font, that's why I love it a lot. And then it's not the same with the 2 previous planners where the weekends are colored differently. The grid in the header, it's all the same color in gray, and this planner can last you for 6 months. And then half of it is the note pages, which also has a 3.5 mm grid lines, which I love. I really love it. I really thought that the weekly planner only composed of weekly planner until the end. I was surprised that it has quite a thick note pages. That's why I love it a lot. So I hope I'm able to show all these this important specs of this planner, and just in case I've forgotten anything, you can of course comment and I'll be sure to give you my response. And next video would be how I designed this planners and how the details of how I'm gonna be using it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and able to get a lot of details to help you decide whether to purchase it or not. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.